earlier. Our emergency response system should have been faster. Dr. Deshmukh, you head one of Mumbai's biggest hospitals and you get a lot of patients across society. It's a public hospital. I want to understand from you, the pressures on you must be even greater. Where is the weakness in the system? Why is it that we have run out of hospital beds, that ventilators are a problem? We thought all of this would be sorted out after the first wave. Is it just the scale of the second wave, or as other doctors are now saying, the lack of preparedness at all levels?
Rajdeep, you have hit the point that we are again and again saying that this is not the second wave, but this is a tsunami wave. And tsunami has compounded the problems not only of the patients, not only of the remdesivir, not only of the plasma therapy, and definitely the oxygen requirement spiraled into tons and tons. Now, the major factor which driven the rather the demand of oxygen was definitely the high flow nasal cannulas. These are definitely called as oxygen guzzlers. And when you say that high flow nasal cannula consumes a lot of oxygen, probably there was some element of usage of oxygen which was almost necessary to treat each and every patient. So definitely there was a tsunami wave. Definitely the rise in numbers was so astronomical that the demand of oxygen also ran along with the patients. So the supply side definitely faltered. But in the month of October and November, we anticipated that oxygen would be required. Probably the number of cases, critical cases in the city of Mumbai was going down. So we scaled up and doubled the supply of oxygen and built up a storage facility for oxygen in each of the jumbo centers, in each of the major teaching hospitals of Mumbai. And that was a very good move by the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai to erect a lot of big storage facilities for oxygen. Today, I have doubled the capacity of oxygen that I use.
Why, sir? But why then are people running around in Mumbai? So why is it then, Dr. Deshmukh? Dr. Deshmukh, why is it then people in Mumbai are running around for beds? Why is it that there seems to be a general lack, at least for several days? It's got a bit better in the last 48 hours, but there seemed a moment where it appeared that the system was collapsing. Why was that?
Yeah, definitely, Rajdeep, the system was collapsing. I agree with you. But what had happened is we have established a dashboard for availability of critical beds. And most of the bigger hospitals have only critical beds. What we lack is most of the time the COVID centers or the jumbo COVID facilities that we have erected in the large corners of the suburbs of Mumbai are imbibing a lot of patients who require oxygen. Initially, the requirement for oxygen for mild or pre-symptomatic patients was very low. But right now, we are finding that anybody who is pre-symptomatic or mildly symptomatic are also requiring oxygen. So 1/3 of the facilities, that is the COVID hospitals, have to augment beds to Yes, Rajdeep.
I want to understand this. If I'm a 65-year-old, I don't know how to use an app. I'm struggling with an app. Helplines are not responding fast enough. I dial a number that nobody's responding. What do I do? Me and my wife are both COVID positive. We are in our 60s. We are running around as senior citizens. What do I do, Dr. Deshmukh? Who do I turn to?
Rajdeep, one thing is very clear from the start of the pandemic in March 2020. KM has always opened the doors for any patient coming from any region of the country, the state, or the city of Mumbai. And we have never denied admission, at least in KM Hospital or any of the major hospitals in Mumbai. We have accommodated them. We have converted normal beds into COVID beds. And the speed at which we were increasing the number of oxygenated beds or ICU beds has definitely not taken on pace with the number of increase of COVID beds. Right now, the requirement is very astronomical. The demand for oxygen has gone up, and the patients themselves do not turn up at the first day of the disease or the second day of the disease. Most of the patients are quarantined at home right now. They come to the hospital not on the 5th day or the 6th day, but they come on the 11th day, 12th day, when the cytokine storm has set in, when the requirement of oxygen has gone up. And this creates a lot of problem for the doctors, the hospitals, for the healthcare workers, and for the entire infrastructure that is managing the allotment of COVID beds in the city of